Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Thank you as always for joining me today. I'm back out on the field of absolute dreams. How can you not after that last video? We had those, lots of silver we've had off this field. I've been on this field, I think I counted the other day, on 6 occasions, and we've had 21 pieces of silver up, which is incredible. I think that averages like more than four a session. So amazing. We also had those 2 lead artifacts up, which I've sent the mask, the sort of tribal mask, off to the flow. So hopefully hear back with what that is. I know loads of you in the comments was really keen to know what that is. I've had so many comments saying it looks like a Norman helmet. I've had like a Viking locket. Some people have said put it back in the ground because it's I don't know, some sort of voodoo thing or something like that. So yeah, I'm really excited to hear back what they think that might be. Obviously on my own today, Dad couldn't be here because he's got some commitments. So you really enjoyed seeing him out as well, which is really good as well. Hopefully we'll get him out again very soon. So where are we going today? I'm going to start on the field that we ended the last video on, which is this one here. And then the farmer's taken down the electric fence, which was sort of separating the 2 herds of sheep from each other, so they're eating the beets. You know, there's not too many of them eating the same patch, if that makes sense. So they're down now, which was having a big interference with the metal detector. So yeah, basically got freedom of both fields, and I've never been in that one, only to walk through to this one once, but I now go like through this gate here. So yeah, if this field's anything to go by, that one should also be a treat, because it is literally just a row of trees that's separating the 2. So I don't see why. I mean, those trees aren't, you know, hundreds of years old, so you know they're fairly recently planted. Not recently, but you know, they're not big oaks and things like that, so they've not been there hundreds and hundreds of years. But yeah, sign of things to come. Just walk through that field there, and there must have been some sort of magpie meeting or something. There was about 15 magpies, and if you know how the nursery rhyme goes, that is a sign of good things to come. So as always, guys, I really appreciate your comments. It makes this part of the hobby for me one of the most exciting, reading them. This is the best bit, you know, going out, but actually reading your comments as well is just as good. Yeah, keep them coming, and let's see you on that first hole, and hopefully we'll get some good bits up. Okay, here we have it. Little 12, 13. Not particularly deep. Again, you can see we've had a lot of rain over the last 48 hours really, but today is supposed to be a really nice day. So hopefully the holes in these fields don't fill in too much with water. I can already see that starting to happen. Oh, we're out, but it's gone a little bit iffy. Okay, we are in a mud clodge. To start it off, I'm breaking these, as I'm sure you know. Don't know, it's something just about the sort of reveal of breaking little flakes of mud off and then finally revealing something, but you've got to find it first, that's the thing. Where is it then? That one? Yep. Oh, don't know where that has gone. Oh. Okay, I think we're in this bit here. Not even looking in the right place, that's a good start. Oh, can just see something in the corner there. Let's just zoom you in. It's looking like it might be a little bit of lead. Got no gloves today. I hate wearing gloves metal detecting, but you can just see whatever it is there. I think we might be onto a button to start. I think we are. I'm going to get absolutely caked today, aren't I? But there it is. Onto a little tomback button. No shank on this one. Let's just give it a little bit of a clean so we can show you. But that's a nice find to start. Nice identifiable find. And yeah, that is a little tomback button, as I say, without the shank. And it's 18th century. So yeah, straight back to sort of 200 years, which is really good. Let's see what else we can get. Okay, now we're on to our 4th hole. Since the button, I've had 2 pieces of lead, and this is the 3rd. And might look like a little bit of a squash musket ball from this sort of angle, but you can just see there's a little bit of iron that's come through, and I believe that is going to be a little lead steel yard weight. So would have been used as a weight to counteract whatever the item or product it was that was being weighed. And by the feels of this, it's probably about ½ an ounce. So quite a small one in comparison to some of the ones that you can find. But yeah, looking at, again, probably a couple of 100 years old. And another little lead artifact in this field. Okay, so just a little 42 come out of this hole here, just literally kicked it out with a beat, and this is just popped out. Now, this looks probably a little bit less sticky, the mud. That's because I've moved on already, I know, to the other field. Curiosity got the better of me, but it looks like our curiosity has paid off already. And we're onto some sort of little buckle, and it's got some nice little ornate bits of detailing. And I will give that a little clean up and get back to you. Okay, well, there she is, all cleaned up. I say all cleaned up as best I can in the field. And I would imagine these two bits at the top here would have been replicated at the bottom. So it would have been sort of symmetrical, but that's missing obviously there, which is probably how it came to be lost. And for me to find it a couple of 100 years later, or several 100 years later, I should say. I think that's probably post-medieval. And it's a really nice little buckle. Right, I am about 50 metres away from the field. I'm just going to go back in there. It's this one's just not playing ball. However, I've just had this little signal. Again, it was just so difficult to find it. Just see the sort of rim of what I think is probably going to be a little coin. Rang up quite high this though, so it'd be interesting to see whether it is or not. Whether it is actually a button. I'm not sure whether that... Is there a shank? That is the question. Ah, is that a little hole at the top? I think we may be onto a coin with a little hole. Just see it there. Right, let me dry this out and I'll get straight back to you. Okay, there it is. Not sure what it is. It's definitely, wow, it's like the size of a 5p. But obviously it's older than a 5p, and why someone would put a hole in a 5p, I don't know. So it's we've ruled that one out, that's for sure. But it's almost, I don't know, it's just absolutely battered. No detail on it at all. But yeah, would have probably been worn as something. I imagine it would have had some emblems on it, maybe like a house emblem or something, or some sort of token. But yeah, that's an interesting little find. And as I say, we're just making our way back to the other field. Okay, so I've just had this item come up, and it's got a very light gold tinge to it. I was honestly going to give up on this hole just a minute ago. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's the water that's sort of just stagnated in the ground, or just the manticore just having a bit of an off day. But that is why you persevere. I've absolutely no idea what it is. I'm just trying to get my water bottle to actually give it a little bit of a clean with you. I think it was a 26. It might be absolute rubbish, but I don't know, it's just got that sort of ornate appearance to it, doesn't it? I think there might be a little hole at the top there. There is, isn't there? What on earth is that? I think it's broken, isn't it? It's broken just there at the bottom, whatever it is. What is that? It's definitely got a yellowy tinge to it, hasn't it? But I think that might be modern. I'm not sure. There's no hallmarks from what I can see at the moment. I'll just give it a little bit of a clean off camera, and I'll see if I can pick something out about that. It's an interesting one. Okay, so there it is, cleaned up again, just as best I can. I've absolutely no idea what it is. It's not gold. You can see it's got like some sort of like, it's like obviously like glazed in like a goldy sort of colour, and you can see it's almost like silver coming through as well. So yeah, interesting one, that's for sure. And we'll see if we can find the other end of it. That might give us a clue as to what on earth this thing is. But it's interesting. Just a shame it isn't actual gold. Well, I haven't found the other bit of whatever that gold item was, but I have just found this. It was literally about 30 centimetres over from that hole, and looks like almost like a little bit of a like a cap badge, maybe like a military thing, but then it's got a really nice green patina to it. I almost thought maybe that was like the wings of is it like the Air Force? I don't want to like completely make myself look like an idiot here, but yeah, I don't know if it is actually. Might be older than that. Might be some sort of little brooch possibly. Just give it a gentle rub on the back and see if we can see anything. It's that green patina that sort of really thrown me off, which makes me think it probably is older. Let's give it a brush up nice and gently. See, it's really, really ornate. Again, lovely little thing. Wonder whether it's a buckle actually. Maybe these bits here have broken off. I'm not sure. It's not not no. Yeah, it's an interesting one. I wonder whether that little brown bit at the bottom, is some sort of pin where a brooch would have been. And that's probably the likely idea, and I imagine that would have had some really nice colour. It's a nice little find. Quite a nice 25 coming in here. It's pretty much on that centre line. It's got a little bit of a blob on it on the manticore. I probably should have mentioned today as well that I'm using the M11 coil, which you've probably figured out that by now, which is probably a bit late for me to say in the, I don't even know how many holes we're on now, probably 8. All that. Ones that I'm going to show anyway. To be honest, it's not a very good sounding signal now. Now it's out the ground. Seems to sort of be the theme of today so far. Nothing seems to sound particularly good. Where is it then? Into lead. No, we're not onto lead, we're on to, wow, a tiny little fragment of something green. Shut up, you. So I think it might actually be some sort of button by the looks of it. It's got 2 little latches there. Actually, tell you what, I reckon that is potentially part of a ring. Well, if it is a ring, it is going to be an absolutely piddly one. I don't think it is, now that I'm looking at it properly. I just saw these 2 little like latches on the side there. I thought that might have been the broken part of the round bit where you obviously put your finger, but actually I think that's probably more likely to be some sort of button or brooch, given that. Again, it's broken, but have a little find. Well, ladies and gents, I think we might be on to our very first coin of the day. Confirmed coin, that is. Obviously, we've had a few ones with holes in and other little like peculiar ones that look a little bit coin-like, but this one here is absolutely 100% a coin, and given by the rim, I'd say it's probably going to be Georgian or Victorian. I'll give it a little thaw out in the sun. It's just trying to peek through the clouds, and I'll get you straight back. Okay, well, the sun has come out, as I said it would, and this coin is unfortunately pretty battered. I'm not going to be able to ID that at all. I think it's probably going to be George V around that sort of era, but it's really difficult to say. The sort of edges of the coin's even corroded as well, which sometimes is the giveaway as to who it might be. But yeah, it is a little coin and a welcome one. Don't find very many coppers on this field, so let's see if we can get something better. Ladies and gentlemen, we have done it. We have finally found ourselves a silver coin. It's heading into lunchtime, as it always is. Unfortunately, it was an absolutely pants signal, and I just got carried away with myself, breaking the little clod apart. Did not expect it to be a hammered. It was a 22, which should have known actually better, but on the manticore, it was just like a trailing blob, like down the sort of screen. And normally it's lead. I've had so much lead up today that's what I thought it was, but we may get ourselves a little imprint off of this. Just try and prise that off there nice and gently. Not really, but at the moment it is looking like it's going to be a really nice one. Really, really clear lettering on the top there. You can see a V and an I and an I think. So Let's unclip the water spray. Give this a clean. Cannot believe it. Yet again, this field is producing another, what is going to be, hopefully, a really lovely hammered. Which side is the portrait? I think it's this side, isn't it? Question is, who is it going to be? Well, the portrait side hasn't lasted as well as the reverse. That side there, this side is really, really nice. Look at that. Right, let's give it a little bit of a wipe with the towel. I actually brought this towel out today and I wetted it a little bit, and it's actually really useful for like cleaning your hands and things like that, and then obviously cleaning your fines as well, which probably isn't cleaning your hands if you're cleaning your hands with the rag that you're using to clean your fines, but you get the picture. And wow, look at that. Look at that. Well, I thought this side was going to be absolutely pants, but that's really nice. And the lettering coming through there is absolutely lovely. Look at that for a coin. I think that's going to be Edward, isn't it? EDWARD. I think they spelt things a little bit strange, didn't they? But let's have a look. So you see Civi at the top there, so that's Civitas. I'm learning slowly. So, and that is an absolutely gorgeous coin. Look at that. Brilliant. What a lovely little find that is. Yeah, well, this is the hole that I've just had the eddy in. You sort of see here, I started filling it back in. I was just checking the hole, and I've just had a 32, so slightly different number, and probably is going to be something different, although it's got a little irony tone to it as well. Could be onto another little hammered, which would be amazing. See, this is what the last one was doing. It's like that blob, which is why I just didn't show it to you, because I don't know, it just seemed like it was going to be some sort of lead or something. It's not fall over. You can see there, look, now it's out the ground. It's cleared up quite a bit. So let's break that up a little bit, nice and gently. Which bit is it in? Okay, well, we're in there. Tell you what, if this is another hammer, then we're straight down the old treasury process, aren't we? Finding two in the same hole. Just trying to work out where it is now. All right, yeah. Okay. Right, let's actually unveil this one together, because last time did not go so well, did it? I feel like I'm pretty good though at not throwing it away. Let's not do that. Oh, I've just seen it there. Okay, well, it's not a hammered coin. We're actually onto a little pistol shot. So yeah, hopefully the person who dropped the eddy didn't get shot. Although I imagine muskets probably weren't around in that sort of time. But just a coincidence, a little musket ball right next to the coin. Brilliant. Okay, just down there, I'll show you actually. Got 56, 57, 58, around that sort of mark. Could be lead, but it's got a nice little ring to it, and again, it's in a little mud ball. I'm not making the mistake as last time. Let's see if we can get something good out of this. Oh, can see something there. Little edge. Is it a coin? Is it a button? I think it's going to be a little coin, isn't it? Oh no, it's a button. Okay. All right, well, we don't mind that at all. We've not had too many buttons up today, actually. We've had one, well, I think it's the first hole, actually. Little tomback button. And this is going to be another little copper button. Just see on this side, the shank there in the middle where it would have been. So, yeah, another little find. Okay, so I thought I'd get you on the camera. I wasn't going to bother showing you this coin because again, it's just battered, absolutely battered in this field. It's the soil and the fertilizer they put in the field that doesn't help when growing the vegetables. It just corrodes coins away completely. But I've just had this hole here, as you can see, surrounded by water, so I didn't film it live, but I just had another little coin up. So last two holes we've had two coins. This one is definitely a farthing size. This one here, a little bit older, I think, probably going to be like really early milled, I'd imagine. But yeah, two more copper coins. For the first time today, the sheep have actually decided to leave me alone. They've been following me around all day. I mean, they're still pretty close, but there's no flies at the moment, so that's good. Right, we've got ourselves a bit of a squeaky. I'm not sure what this is going to be, to be honest. I was thinking maybe it'd be a coin, but it does sound a little bit sort of, I don't know, like artillery stuff. It's brightened up a little bit now. I've taken a little bit of mud out of it, but let's have a look. It's very sticky again over this side. Yeah, very sticky, but it's still an 82. Got this little sheep that's just coming up alongside me. I might have missed it completely actually, looking at this. See if we can get a bit of this out. I might have just felt a big bit of rubbish. I'll just show you, look. Just walked straight by me. Doesn't care. Alright, let's see if we can find this. Well, I'm sorry about that. I had to cut the clip because I just could not find that for love nor money. But here it is. Looks like we're going to some sort of badge again or something. It's very shiny. I think it's going to be probably pretty modern. I think that's actually a cat, isn't it? Definitely looks like a cat. Hopefully, we've not just disturbed someone's long lost cat grave or something like that, where they buried their cat. I think it was last year I actually found a dog tag belonging to someone, and yeah, this is probably just fallen off of a cat's collar. Although we're a fair bit of a way from any sort of houses, so my guess is it's probably a cat exploring the fields, looking for mice to bring home to its owners. But yeah, that's certainly come off of a little cat collar. It's quite nice actually. I like finding little things like this. Let's see if we can give that a wipe and see the colouring coming through. Honestly thought that was going to be a coin then, but it did sound a little bit iffy. But look at that. It's quite cool actually. Little cat collar actually. Let's see if there's a, I'm not going to show you just in case there is a telephone number on there. Oh, there we go. Just see the top there, its name, Thomas. So Tomcat, as they say. There's a, yeah, little cat collar tag. Lovely. Okay, we're on to a nice really high pitch tone, this one. Yes, an 88, 89, no sort of deviation at all really. And hopefully we're on to a little coin. It'd be nice if we are. Still in the hole. I think this potentially, guys, is going to be the last hole of the day, so hopefully we can make it a good one. We're still in there somewhere. I missed it completely. I think I might switch back to the M9 coil. I know I've used this the last two. Not sure whether we're out or not. I've used this the last two outings, but yeah, it's just I'm finding it difficult to pinpoint stuff at the moment. So, all right, let's see if we can figure out where this is. Right, we've got ourselves a mud clod. Okay, we're in here. Let's have a look. What have we got? Is it a coin? Can't tell whether it is a coin at the moment. Yes, it is. All right. So get that cleaned up and I'll get straight back to you. Okay, so there it is in its glory. Very similar to some other ones we've had up today. I think again it's probably that sort of farthing sort of size. Again, early milled. Don't seem to get too much modern sort of stuff up on this field at all in terms of coins. But yep, little early milled coin, probably a farthing. It's very, very diddy. Yeah, I'm surprised that rang up as high as it did. Well, I'm making my way to that hedge line and keep coming across the signals. So he says, where has it gone? There it is. Really nice 52. Oh, it's been really hard digging today, guys. It is knackering. As you can see, my boots. I mean, I need some new boots actually. I'll just show you. This boot here, where I stab it in with a spade all the time like that, I've actually completely lost the bottom of the sole. They're Altberg, so they should last a little bit longer, but I will need some new boots very soon. And as you can see, the mud is, well, absolutely caked on. I feel like I'm carrying an extra sort of couple of kilos. And I think we've got ourselves a little weight, possibly. Peculiar shape. Oh, no, it's not. It's a bag seal. Okay. Lovely. All right. So, yeah, we've got a little bag seal to potentially end. I'm just on my way to the tree line, where I think that's where I'm going to do the outro. But, yeah, little lead bag seal. Nothing on it from what I can make out. Might be something on this side, actually. Well, there is a couple of little marks. Looks like there's a little crown at the bottom there. Don't think it's a post office one, but yeah, nice little find. Okay, ladies and gents, here is today's find table. Looks slightly different to the normal ones that we've been having very recently. And when I say that, I mean by more copper coins than we do hammered coins. But yeah, it was really hard digging today, but I'm absolutely, well, buzzing with the amount of finds we've got up. Fields are still producing, which is really, really good to see. Did have a little go on the one on the left, but didn't seem to produce as much. But got plenty of musket balls up today. Again, I'm not sure how many of these I would have shown you, but you can see there, pretty much all of them are a different size to each other. We had this big 3-ringer bullet up, or two, is it 2-ringer? No, it's 3 rings. Really, really chunky one that, you can see from the comparison of my thumb. But yeah, nice chunky one. I don't think I showed you that either. Lots of copper coins. Again, pretty much all unidentifiable, I should say, which is a real shame. It's just the way that this field is, unfortunately. Start with this, I think. This is, on the left, probably the better finds of the day. And I do think this is probably either some sort of brooch or possibly part of a broken buckle. But if you know what that may have been from for definite, then, or your theory rather, then please feel free to comment below. You see my hands are starting to get wet. It's absolutely chucking it down the rain just to add to the mud that we've already got today. Then we've got this lovely little, what I think is probably post-medieval buckle, buckle today. There you go. Proof is in the pudding, I can't say it. But yeah, little buckle, nice little piece. Again, I think a couple of bits have snapped off of it. And then we've got the tomcat. We know that because on the reverse it says his name Thomas. I did actually try ringing the number because I thought it'd be quite nice to speak to the owners, because I would imagine this cat has probably passed away now given the age of this. Yeah, just to say I found your cat tag. Did you want it? I can send it in the post or whatever, but the number is actually no longer in use, so I tried. Then we had this little heart stomper up for a little while. I mean, there's a chance it could be gold plated. It's if it is, it's certainly lasted in the ground. But I don't know. I don't know what it is. Be interesting to see what your thoughts are. You can see there the inside definitely isn't gold, but it's quite heavy for its size. It is quite heavy. And then finally, best item of the day. Really happy with this coin. The lettering around the edge especially is really lovely to see. And that is a little Edward, I believe, with a London mint. Not sure which Edward it is, but hopefully I would have put an ID on screen for you. Okay, well, just as I'm taking shelter, all the sheep are running into the hedge as well. Yeah, it's been a really difficult day digging. The manticore doesn't seem to have been ticking all the boxes today. I don't know why. I don't know whether it's all the rain that we've had over the last couple of days, and it's where there's so many sheep on the field, their footprints have made little puddles for the water, and I don't know, it just wasn't singing today. We did manage to pick out that hammered, which I'm absolutely, so happy about. But yeah, it just wasn't ticking all the boxes. But we've had some good bits up. I really hope you've enjoyed the video. Anything that you have been able to identify is always really appreciated. And if you have enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing if you're not already for future videos. And yeah, we'll see where the next one takes us. Not sure whether I'll be out on this field or another one, so stay tuned for that. Take care, guys, and have a good week.